Good morning. Oh my gosh. That was strange. Hi, everybody. Day 2 of our challenge, No More Victim. I'm really excited to hear what I'm wearing clothes. Looks like I'm not. As you pile on, please drop in the comments your name, where you're from in the world, and also your revelations from yesterday. This is day 2 of our 5-day challenge of No Victim, becoming 100% aware of where we are playing victim in our lives and going forward into 100% responsibility. Hang on just a second here. Okay. I'm going to share with my other groups. Hang on a moment. First, I've got to find it. This is it. Yeah. Okay. Share to a group. Earth Angel School, Your Great Big Life, Women's Self-Love Journey. Okay, we're shared. All right. So this is Lorraine Pursell. All things for your empowerment and authenticity. And my life is devoted to eradicating lower nature stuff in my own life and helping other people around the world do the same thing so that we can be our fullest expression on this planet of the God spark that we are, and remove all excuses from this so that we can just completely shine. Removing all of our obstacles to freedom, removing all obstacles to expression, full self-expression, so that you and me and everybody else can be 100% authentic. This is my mission and my purpose. For more of my work, go to 3keys2selflove.com. That's www.3keys2selflove.com. And then just take a sip of my coffee here. I've actually been up meditating since 5. I can't believe how 3 hours went by. I'm not saying you have to do this at all, but it's just something I'm feeling more and more called to do. And just to check in, I noticed that yesterday I had a couple of times where I was that, victim, like there's no hope. And when you ask yourself how old you feel in those situations, it's usually around 2. Yesterday when I was feeling that way, it was around 2 to 4. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that, because the roots I've found are in being fully expressed children and being told by well-meaning others that we can't express, and the deep disappointment of not being able to express is the root of that victim thing. So when we can go back to that moment in time and ask that little person what they need from us. Like, is it a hug? Is it it's okay? Is it go ahead and express? We're born into a world that doesn't want us to express. We are raised by parents who don't always want us to express. We go on to attract people in our life who resonate with our vibration according to how much we feel we're worthy of expressing. And that's where we get entangled with sometimes narcissistic people. As earth angels, we are very, very, very sensitive. And because we're so sensitive, we take everything so deeply and so personally. And I was just reading this morning in Don Miguel Ruiz, The Four Agreements, how we have the choice not to take anything personally. It's not about us. We are just being in ourselves. And if someone is going to react or someone is going to behave a certain way, we don't have to take that personally because we actually did nothing. It's just like with us. We can't blame anybody else for something that we are doing. It's all within us. When we get squeezed, it shows us what's inside of us, not that other person making us do it. Absolutely not. The other person is not making us do anything. The situations in life are not making us do anything. Do you get the wording? Making me? Nobody is making me. So it's choices that we've made to feel a certain way. Like when people say, you made me feel good, you made me feel bad. Nobody makes you feel bad. The more we grow into this, the more empowered we get. So just a little bit about who I am, why I'm even talking to you this morning, is I'm 23 years in this coaching counseling field, and my master's is in marriage, family, and child counseling. I'm also a board certified educational therapist, blah, 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 international bestselling author. What else? I had 2.5 years on NBC, weekly segments on NBC. I know that there's more, but all that matters is that I said yes when the opportunities came, whether I felt qualified or not. So if life and universe was going to bring something to me and it's felt like fun and exciting, there was no way I was going to say no. Absolutely yes. Yes. And then I'll figure it out. I remember when I got the NBC thing, sitting there with my friend Honesty, rehearsing what I would do with my first segment. And it was like, I can't remember this stuff. I can't go like this. So I tried, and while I was in the filming, I'm like, I just threw it all away, and I just released, and I just relaxed into spirit. And that's how I did all my filmings for the next 2.5 years. I didn't know what I was going to say. I knew I sent the topics in advance, and I would ask him each time we sat down to do our segment, what's the next topic? And then I would just look off in the corner of the room, find my center, and then I would just let spirit speak through me. And that's how I ran every single filming for the next 2.5 years. And it was amazing because spirit really does meet you. So where are you holding yourself back because you don't feel qualified? Where have you said no to opportunities to shine? Where have you said no to exciting, like someone else saw your light and they wanted to pull you forward and you said no? Where have you done that? And I invite you to let's just put our hands on our heart and just send love back to that situation and back to that person that didn't feel powerful and didn't feel worthy, and just send love to her or him. Because I know I have some gentlemen who are joining. This is day 2 of ending victim and taking 100% responsibility. I, for one, am very excited about this. Very excited. Remember that we're a God spark. You wanted to come here. You chose to come here. You went to a lot of effort to be here, being on the planet. You went to a lot of effort. Now you're here, and you've come forward with your bag of all the things that have happened to you, all the people who have intersected with you, all the people who have told you, no, 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 you can't. And all of that has made you who you are. All of that has made you who you are today. Just take a deep breath on that. All of that has made you who you are today. All of that has made me who I am today. And good morning, Lissa. And what are we going to do with it? Are we going to keep believing the things that people told us that we took personally? Or are we going to stand up into who we really are? Are we going to stand up into who we really are? Who we know we are inside. And that's what this 5-day challenge is about, is reminding you who you are, remembering who you are, remembering who you are. You are flesh and blood. You are this personality. But you're much, much more. And shining that light. Even if you get made fun of, even if you get teased, When we find out how well we do without others' approval, it's very powerful. We don't need others' approval. So as you're dropping in, please write replay if you're from the replay, and write in what revelations you got from yesterday. What did you notice about victim that you were doing yesterday? And today what's on my mind is no excuses. I'm really excited about looking at my excuses today. I've known for a long time that technology is an excuse, and for me, and I'm just done with it. I'm done. I'm not done with technology. I'm embracing technology, and I'm moving forward with technology for my business so I can reach more wonderful people like you, my amazing community. And so today, what I want us to really examine is the excuses that we make. The excuses that we make for being in our greatness. Where are you making excuses to not shine? Where are you making excuses not to expand, no, not to show the real you, the authentic you, not to be seen, not to be visible? Where are you using excuses? Well, I'm not enough, I'm not this, I'm this, I need to lose weight, I need to wait till my hair gets dyed, I need to blah, 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 blah. What are the excuses that you make? And when you, I would love it if you would drop it in the comments. The excuses that I make are, Well, nothing that I'm not confronting anymore, but technology has been a big one. It's old. It's really old. And I've shared it so much with you guys. Time to go deep. Yeah. Yeah, Lissa. Time to go deep. And in fact, that's the hallmark of all of my work. I I don't want to waste your time. I want you to go deep. And tomorrow I'm going to be sharing something really big that is really going deep to remove every single excuse, every single obstacle, every single victim. I'm going to be revealing that tomorrow. So I'm so excited about this. Yeah, exactly, Lissa. Time to go deep. Eeks. Yeah. I have purposely made myself visible. I've always been a public figure. Um, Once I broke loose from one of my former relationships. And then I would keep coming back into relationships with men who would be range from a little bit emotionally abusive to very emotionally abusive. And an organization that was emotionally abusive. And see, all of this just mirrored how I felt about me. So anything that's in your life that you want to blame that other person is just a reflection. Otherwise, it couldn't match. Okay. So our work is to remember who we are. And my whole work with you is to help you remember who you are and to wake you up, wake me up. It's an ongoing process. I've been on this path for 30 years, 30 years, 30 years of no television. So I'm not getting brainwashed from the outside. It's just cleaning out and washing my own brain from the things that I've allowed to come in there, the things that I've bought from well meaning others. What I wanted to reveal this morning was that, those of us who have had narcissists in our life, you think you're insecure. Narcissism is such deep insecurity that they have to so much control everything around them, including you. They're the ones that are really insecure. And there's nothing that you can do for a narcissist. I was with a dear sister last night, and um, I had to counsel her to today go to the domestic violence shelter and start a conversation with them. How do I remove myself from this situation? Because the thing that's so classic about narcissists, and I don't want to spend a lot of time here, but the thing that's so classic about narcissists is they're very charming to everybody on the outside. But you and your children know. And in one of the situations I was in, his employees knew. And they came to me and they said, we know exactly what this person is like. But nobody else knew. Nobody else knew. The facade is so charming and so wonderful, but it's hell inside that environment. So I actually gave an assignment to this woman last night, to go to the domestic violence shelter, the whatever place where women go when we're in these situations, and just open up the conversation. How do I separate? How do I get out of this? How do I get it? Because they will believe you. If you are in that kind of situation, that's where you need to go. They will believe you. You won't be blamed. You won't be made wrong like so many other entities want to do. make it the woman's fault. It's classic, isn't it? Eve fucking destroyed Adam. Really? Are you fucking kidding me? Women take the fall. Do you know why? We're so powerful. Oh my God, something's really moving inside of me. I've got tears coming to my eyes. You are so powerful. And that power is such a threat to the insecure people that for millennia, at least the last 4,000 years, women have been suppressed. And men without money have been suppressed, but primarily women and children. And when you look at who the divine feminine is, it's the free spirit, it's the joy, it's the excitement. That is threatening to someone who's insecure. Yes. And so in my work, I invite you deeply to come out of your insecurities so that you can just expand. Just expand into your fullness and let your light shine. So is this resonating? And for more of my work, the first place to start is www.3keystoselflove.com. www.3, the number 3, keys like you put in your car, to selflove.com. And you'll get my free ebook where I go through the 3 keys and the 13 tools to self-love to begin to excavate you out of this BS so that you can start to own your power, own your worth, no matter what's been done to you, no matter who's said what to you, and own your power. Stand in your strength and your power. Stand in your strength and your power. You didn't come here to be small. You came here to be very large. You came here to have the fullness of life. We've become very self-conscious, and it's a trap. Self-consciousness is a trap. How will I look? How will I seem? What will they think of me? Just let it go. Just express. Just fully express. The world needs your expression. So what are the excuses that are keeping you from shining? I'm going to call those out today. Just notice when your mind makes an excuse, or even when your mind says no. Like you want to do something, it says no. When it says no, just say yes and step in and say yes, yes, yes. Say yes to yourself. So when we have a negative thought or a negative feeling, give it its corollary, give it its opposite, which is, if it's a no, it's a yes. If it's a, I don't feel worthy, say I deserve. I'm deserving of every good thing. If it's I feel poor, say abundance is everywhere. All abundance is mine. Hi, Om. Nice to see you, darling. Where are you holding yourself back? Where are you being a victim? If we're holding ourselves back, we are being a victim. I'm just going to call it. If we hold ourselves back, we are being a victim. So where are you holding yourself back? I wish I could read what you're writing, darling. I can read it later. I can translate it later. But I'm so glad you're here. So I'm just scanning to see where I'm holding myself back. I'm holding myself back a lot, believe it or not. You wouldn't think so with everything that I put myself out there, but I am. I'm holding myself back a lot. And this challenge is for me. Everything I do is for me, by the way. Everything I do is for me. You just get the side benefit. So this challenge is so that I can see where I'm holding myself back, where I'm being victim, where I'm believing BS, where I'm not in my full power, my full strength. Where are you holding yourself back and you're not in your full power and your full strength? I've had visions, I've had dreams and desires surface that don't scare me, but my mind goes, are you kidding? But in this meditation I had this morning, it was yes, yes. And sometimes it'll come in the full form. I don't know if it'll come in the full form that I saw in my vision, but I keep seeing it over and over and over again. So we just hold ourselves to this state of greatness. We just hold ourselves to this state of greatness. Who is the person that is the ideal? Who is a person that is an ideal? This morning when I was meditating, it was Oprah and Tony Robbins. Those two people came from the lowest of the low. The lowest of the low. But they never gave up. They knew there had to be something more for them. And that's what I'm inviting you into this morning. What do you know is more and there for you? Because it really is. The thing that we dream is really there for us. And we must have unwavering faith. And I'm not even going to say that that's the challenge. We just must have unwavering faith, because it will not come to us without unwavering faith. When everything in the world feels like it's ganging up on us, when maybe nobody around us is seeing the same thing in us, to still have unwavering faith in that thing that we know is there in us, the God spark. Unwavering faith. That's when it comes to us. Feeling as if that person who is in that vision, how would she act? How would she dress? How would she behave? What would she express? How would she laugh? What would she do right now? What thing would she pick off the grocery store shelf? Who is that person? And be it with unwavering faith. This is my challenge to you today, to get out of victim. Identify any excuses today. I'll do the same. And the thing that's so beautiful about this is when we're making excuses, when we're in victim, there's a body feeling, and you know it. It feels, ugh. Like I feel like a sick feeling in my stomach and my chest just drops when we're using those excuses. So when you feel that feeling, we give the opposite. Yes, I can. Yes, I will. I I still have it on my bathroom wall. I commit to live my destiny. I just read it. I commit to live my destiny despite my fear. I invite you to write the same thing and sign it and date it. I commit to live my destiny despite my fear. I commit to shine my light no matter what. I commit to live my life no matter what. I commit to being happy no matter what. I commit to being healthy no matter what. I commit to live an ecstatic existence no matter what. And bliss is just a choice. I'm going to say it again. Bliss is just a choice. I can get myself into bliss with just a, I've done it many times. I commit to live my destiny. Why am I here? To have fun, to fully express, to wake up, to see who you are. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you really? You're more than meets the eye. And we don't always feel it, okay? That's where the faith, unwavering faith is acting as if no matter what and manufacturing that feeling in our bodies as if we have it when we don't. Unwavering faith. This is when we're in coherence. Okay? Acting like that person who is in all of that bliss and all of that abundance, acting like her. How would she be right now? What would she be doing? What would she be drinking? What would she be eating? What would she be saying? And here I am talking to a global community. Wow. Who are you? And what excuses, my invitation today is to look at what excuses you are using to hold yourself back. Mine just don't hold water anymore. They just are vanishing to where I'm having no excuses. So when you find your excuses, whatever excuse you feel like it is right now, drop it in the comments. And tomorrow, day 3, we'll go further into this, deeper, deeper, deeper. Is this, what day is this? This Wednesday? I'm doing a training tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be going into um, a training I did last night, and I'll share a little bit more about that. So join me here at 7:30 tonight for more depth on this. And be aware of your excuses today. Be aware of the things that you've adopted that are excuses. Stand in the fullness of your power. You are a spirit being having a human experience. Let your light shine. When you're in happiness, bliss, and joy, that's when you know that you're there. Okay? That's when you know you're there. So anything that's taking you out of happiness, bliss, and joy is an excuse. There's something there that's an excuse or victim. So today's invitation is to dig that out, and then give yourself the opposite. I deserve happiness, peace, and joy. I am in happiness, peace, and joy. I am embodying happiness, peace, and joy. Now, it's a choice. And anything that keeps pulling you back is the excuse and the victim. Your birthright is happiness, peace, and joy. My birthright is happiness, peace, and joy. Anything other than that is the excuse that I'm inviting you to tap into today. We're going to clear it all up. And anyone that you know who needs this message, would you please share this video? I would appreciate it very much. This is Lorraine Pursell. Happy, fulfilled, joyous, outrageous, stupendous, glorious God Spark. Telling you that if there's anything in me that you like, it's because it's in you. And if there's anything in me that's triggering you, I want you to embrace it. Because if something in me is triggering you, it's there to look at. And if there's anything in me that is resonating, it's because I'm calling it out in you. Okay? It's in you as well. Isn't that exciting? We're all reflections of each other. Okay, my love. I'll see you tomorrow. Sending you so much love. You are beautiful. You are nothing but beautiful. Shine today and notice what you think is holding you back, and whatever it is, just step out of it. That's all you have to do. Step out of it. End it now. Be your full expression. Just checking in. I'm here for you. Go to 3keys2selflove.com. I'm going to put it in the comments. Get my free ebook. I go into the 3 keys and 13 tools to self-love. You'll hear my personal story, and it's going to make you feel really good about your story. And here are the 3 keys. I just want to share these with you today. The 3 keys to self-love are only Do, hear, see, feel, and be around what feels good. Only this key number one, only do, feel, see, hear, and be around what makes you feel good. Key number two, honor your feelings. Honor your feelings. And key number three, love yourself enough to walk away. Love yourself enough to walk away. I hope that my hope with these live streams is that you begin to see your value. Earth angels are the last people to see our value. You're very valuable. It's time. Time for you to step into your value. Time for you to step into your purpose. Time for you to stand up. Time for you to take your power back. Time for no more excuses. Time for no more victim. Game is over. Game is over. It's like we're still that little 2-year-old hiding behind our mother's legs. No. We're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. No. Time to come out behind our mother's legs and let the world see who we are. Okay? I love you. Notice the frustrations today. They will give you a clue to what's going on inside. I will see you tomorrow morning here at 8:30. Join 8:30 in the morning Eastern Time. Join me tonight right here at 7:30 p.m. I'll be doing a training. I never remember the titles. It's what we covered last night in Empowered Earth Angel. And I'm just so in the moment, I don't even remember what I say. Okay, it's just like, doesn't matter. It just goes. It just goes. I believe in you. I have your back. It's time to stand up. It's time to not play small. It's time to be big. It's time to step into your greatness. No excuses. Time to get over your addictions. Your addictions are excuses. Your addiction to social media, your addiction to television, your addiction to substance. It's over. Your addiction to love, your addiction to abuse. It's over. It's over. What are you doing? It's done. It's time to step out. It's time. I'll see you here tomorrow morning. Bye.